Welcome again, all you Aries. It's July 2024, and this is an important month. Every month's an important month, but I want to show you why this month I think is shaping up to be very, very significant, and that is primarily because of this 12th house transit of Saturn, and at that, it's retrograde. So this can bring your focus to karmic matters of the past. I've talked about this previously, but when that Saturn is retrograde, it actually empowers it to do its work more extensively. So what is that 12th house? That 12th house is the past. It's about endings and letting go. It's about really, really working through the issues that have plagued you throughout your life. You'll notice here the position of the sun and the moon, this new moon there on the 6th in Cancer, is in a trine aspect to that Saturn. So it's around that time you'll be able to start really digging deeply into those matters which have caused you the most pain. It's about dealing with your karma, dealing with that past karma, and dealing with whatever happens to come up at this time. You'll notice here, around the 9th, let's see whether it hasn't done that aspect, but there's what we call an in conjunction 150 degree aspect here, which can be rather difficult, but can also indicate some breakthroughs around that time of the month. It's a time of paying off your debts, Aries. And I don't necessarily mean financial debts, although that 12th house does have to do with expenses and the fact that you've been trying to limit how much you spend. You notice also here, around the 10th and the 11th, the opposition to Saturn. There's another key couple of dates that are going to help you break through. You'll notice also Neptune joining in that retrograde motion. So a lot of the planets here, you'll notice Pluto in your 11th house, Saturn and Neptune in your 12th, and the nodes generally going in a retrograde motion. Here they go, forwards and backwards. So there's quite a bit going on there in that area of revision in your life. This 12th house also has to do with mental health. So unusually so, some of the things that don't normally get your back up may do. This could again be this unconscious response as a result of those past traumas and issues that you've had to deal with. The full moon will take place here in your 10th house. That's on the 21st of July. And around the 19th degree, it's going to form a sextile aspect. Again, I'm using this Saturn retrograde position as a pivot for what's going on this month. And around this time here, the 20th, 21st, that full moon will fully activate the position of Saturn in your 12th house. That mental health issue, if it's an issue at all, sometimes we go through mental health issues just as a consequence of the people we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So it could be that people trigger you at that time. 12th house is also your hidden and secret enemies. And so this could bring to light some of the people that you've suspected are not exactly allies. They're in fact working against your better cause. The good news is that this period is a time of new beginnings, a time when you can actually, especially at this point, on the 24th and 25th, the moon makes contact with Saturn. You want to break free of your past and work through into a new phase of your life, which is what these retrograde planets do. They give you an opportunity to go back revise what's been bothering you, change the behaviors. And of course, once you change a behavior, that actually sets new karmic wheels in motion. Finish up any of the business that you've got hanging about that you need to tidy up at this time. You don't want to move forward with a dirty backyard. It's a time of dreams. It's a time of intuition, to trust that intuition and ensure that what it is you're planning for in this coming period is going to be free of these shackles of the past. So, I gave you an overview this month of what you really should be working on, but if you'd like, you could go on over to astrology.com.au. You'll take a look at some of the other aspects and transits right into many other areas of your life. But most importantly, as I've said, this transit of Saturn through that 12th house is significant at this time. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, tell your friends, and by all means drop me a line if you need a little more clarity on what's going on in your life. Look forward to hearing from you. I hope to see you again next month. Take care now. Bye-bye.